All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Houston Oilers and the Dallas Cowboys. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. First down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
From the gun, Winston. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Stevenson, flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on first down. Stevenson forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On 1st and 10, Stevenson escaping the pressure right. And the grab by Croft. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Croft, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Green, triple C. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
A first down throw for Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go now.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ronald Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Fights him off. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Stevenson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 3 yards out, and the Cowboys are in for 6. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And now out comes Houston. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working out of the gun. Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jameis to throw it. Steps away to his left. Looking. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Off the play fake, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
To throw, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Winston. It's caught, Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Carlos Hyde, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Zerline connects on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw. Stevenson dancing to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Noah Spence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off play action. Stevenson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stevenson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Winston. Incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Okay. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 83 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Winston now to throw on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They'll give to Hyde. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Jameis now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Winston now. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Winston now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's convert.
Jameis again. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing, Winston. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
Again to Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go!
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Gone! 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 Gone!
To throw on 2nd down. Stevenson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. On 1st down, Stevenson eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevenson. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Kendall Beckwith able to drop him for a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Conley, 39 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And now out comes Houston. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Winston. He's got Evans. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First down, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's convert.
Final play of the half here. Winston being chased out left. Looking downfield for... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down, Stevenson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Off the play fake, Stevenson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A first down throw for Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Winston now after the fumble recovery. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks, sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A give to Jones. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevenson. The Cowboys got it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Stevenson, and the grab by Croft. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw on 2nd down. Stevenson flushed out right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevenson flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Jameis on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Let's go. It's time to play. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. The give is to Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on second down. Stevenson forced out to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Stevenson steps away to his left. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Stevenson. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Following the interception, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle, it's complete. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Winston finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run high. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Escaping the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And his guys are going to take the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stevenson dancing to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevenson buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stevenson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Leopard!
The give is to Elliott, and he gets it down to the 32. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A dump off to Elliott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again to Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.